All right. Let us massacre the Chargers. Or what's left of them. It is time. Again, I do want to see if the trade option is a thing. Instead of just dropping people to free agency. Just to make sure they end up on a team. But we still have negative $31 million in cap room. Let me go ahead and clear those cap pens. We're going to do that until it's down to like, oh, once we're actually set up, then I will acknowledge the cap pens. So we go off to members. We go over here and we clear those cap penalties. That is the way. That is the way so that we can move people the hell off of this team. That is the play. All right, I cannot take any more fucking trash can banging. That song makes me laugh relentlessly, but, you know. Stubbs, bringing in that raid. Stubbs, how are you tonight? All right, we still have negative $31 million in cap room. So about trading away the big players to see where they end up, we're not going to be able to do it. We're just going to have to get rid of people and then clear the cap pens again. So the free agent class is about to get very, very interesting in the preseason. As Justin Herbert and his $127 million penalty. We'll see you later, buddy. We'll see you later. Justin Herbert off to free agency. He will be followed by everybody. We're just going to bite the bullet. Let's get rid of Derwin James. We are going to build this team from, by God, scratch. Joey Bosa. And his lovely headband. You're gone, too. We'll cut the highest rated players first, and then we'll get rid of some other ones. Yeah, the cap penalty is going to be hilarious, by the way. I will make sure to take a look at that number. It's going to be absurd. But like I said, once even after Mike Williams, I should be able to stop. And, yeah, because, well, there we go. Cap penalties are too much. So let's take a look. We'll have to clear them, and then I should have the money to sign free agents. And then it's going to be a bit of a process to do this. But our current cap penalty... is only $50.8 million. I thought it would be a lot more. I thought it would be a whole lot more. Interesting. All right, let me go clear those penalties again. And then we can start taking a look at the free agents that are out there, and we should be good to go to start building this roster. Only, he says. It's a lot of money. I mean, you get rid of, like, Justin Herbert, and it's like, oh, $127 million penalty. Like, you thought we'd be approaching, like, $500 million. It's going to be spread out over the next few years. Yeah. That's not a big deal, though, because we're not going to be paying people any money. So, free agency. The question is, will we land any good players for Season 1? Quarterbacks. We start off, oh god, got the Sam, copy Sam, the 3 months on the primer. Jamie Hughes, 22 and a 58 overall, is the best quarterback to have not been drafted. So we have $8 million in cap space. Has a normal dev pattern. Oof. We also have to decide if we want to allow a mentor in each role. To get the extra training boost, or if it's just like, nope, no mentors until people are that old. There's another 22-year-old out of Yale, Matthew Thomas. Also, now we have 58 million in cap room. Beautiful. Matthew Thomas is here. And 23-year-old Lionel Rose. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we didn't get a quarterback. Running backs. We start off Parker Randolph. 22, 6. Yeah, normal dev. Still going to sign him. I mean, again, could be the key to a breakout. I mean, Isaiah Foster's 23 and a 66. One of these two would have to have a dev pattern. And again, the fact that there is not... Ooh, okay, a faster way to check. But we do get a star dev running back, Isaiah Foster. He's 23, which hurts a bit. But we do get a star dev running back. Let's keep checking. Again, it should just fucking put the badge on the right corner, the blue bar. Fuck. It's Matthew Meekins. He's not very good. We have Keaton Mitchell, but he is real. Blah, blah, blah. So there's Malcolm Ward, who was a younger option. Normal dev for him, which, obviously isn't that great. The 23-year-old shaping up to be our starter. Greg Smith. Does the player tag change if they have a dev pattern? I don't believe so. Don't need to sign Greg Smith, which is fine. Bill Riddick, 21 years old. Can only sign UDFAs. Correct. Hence the title of UDFA only franchise. And some of these other guys, honestly, like even if they have a dev pattern, like you want to know, like, oh man, what if one of these guys were superstars or something like that? But at the same time, it's so damn tedious. You know? Like 22 and a 63, and if he was a superstar, how good will it... I just hate that they haven't added the frickin' thing right there to the other screen. That's the one downside. It's a challenge that tests the patience of the player and the viewer. But I think we're good. I think we're good. We can risk it, man. If one of these guys down here actually does have somehow a better dev pattern, then it just kind of is what it is. You know, because eventually you get to such a lower overall that it would just take him forever to develop anyway. Fullback. We're not going to have a fullback this year. That sucks. Wide receiver. We start off Nathan Evans. 21 and a 68's not bad. He is normal dev, but welcome in Nathan Evans. We also have Lamar Fox out of Clemson. 6'5", but again, normal dev. Have to rely on a breakout, maybe a Rookie of the Year award. Kyrie Phillips. Yeah, we can look at Kyrie Phillips as well. What do we got? Normal dev. We'll still sign him for the moment in case we don't have anybody else with a better dev pattern. Position change or power. Run it back to a full. I mean, we could, but it's not necessary. Harvey Faulkner. Harvey. Normal dev. We're not going to sign you at 23 then. Not going to bother. This guy, Venzel Beasley. Venzel. Yes. Attaboy, Venzel. Star dev. 6'4", 21 years old, Venzel Beasley. Awesome. So we get a star dev running back and a star dev wide receiver, at least, to build around. Good. Let's take a look at John Tatum. Texas Tech. Normal dev. Won't go for him. JR's favorite player. Boom, boom. Barbecue sauce and all. Bob Hancock out of LSU. Normal dev. I'll still sign him, though, because he's 21. He's got a beautiful bald head. Bobby Hancock. Jacob Elias? Let's look at you really quickly. Nope. All right. We might as well look at this trio as well of the 66 overalls. We have Nick Spence. Not it. Not it. Come on, give us somebody else that's half decent here. We also have Matt Fitzsimmons out of Bama. Nick Roberts, 28 months. Holy crap, indeed. Nick, how are you? I've been fantastic, and I hope you were doing the same way. Got the Keegan Barkley, UCLA. Another star dev wideout. Let's go. Let's go. 2 star dev wideouts to start off with. That's promising. Very promising. For 65s and under, I think we're going to want to look. The 22-year-olds are tough. We'll look. 22 is the cutoff. If someone's a 65 and they're 23 or older, we won't look at them. I want to say 21, but man, if we could get another half decent wide out here, we could be laughing. Honestly, I mean, what we don't know can't hurt us, so we'll limit it to 21. We'll bring in Daniel Northcutt for the moment out of Tulane. Our favorite college for franchise purposes. Is there anybody else here? And then Kendrick Sharp is the last wideout we'll look at out of North Dakota. Normal dev for him as well, Tulane. We do love Tulane around here. Next NCAA run, I might have to go back to Tulane. Tight end, we start off. Cole Giles out of Houston. Normal dev. We're going to see a lot of that for Temple. We have so many random memes from over the years, man. Clayton Brooks out of A&M. Normal dev. Is it possible to find a UDFA that has an X Factor? I think we did. If I'm not mistaken, the Washington run last year had touchdown Tony. I think it was Tony Allen at running back. He was either a superstar out of the gates or an outright X Factor. I'm pretty sure he was an X Factor. Let's look at Trevor Knowles, Beyonce's daughter. Son. I was just thinking of Beyonce. Trevor Knowles. 2 Glane and 2 Gemple. Maybe we will have to go to Temple then. All right, so we have 3 tight ends. None of them are amazing. It is what it is. Left tackle, we start off Angelo Dominguez out of Florida State. Normal dev for Angelo, who will probably be our starting left tackle. And the backup left tackle, we'll look at Greg Rudnick, and if he's not that good, we'll go for Paxton. Greg Rudnick, normal dev out of Minnesota. A name like Rudnick, he belongs in Minnesota. That's a damn good name. But let's go for Zach Paxton out of Wisconsin to be the backup left tackle, or the starter if he has a better dev, but he does not. Again, we don't absolutely need a fullback. It will technically on the depth chart put a tight end there. Left guard, we start off with Texas A&M's Drew Rosenberg. Normal dev for him as well. No surprise. The backup, we're probably, based on age and overall, going to go for Drew Campbell out of Buffalo. Normal dev for him as well, and a terrible, terrible haircut. At center, oh God. Oh God. All right, well, we'll go for 21-year-old Logan West out of USF. Holy shit. Oof. 55 overall. And the next option, it's got to be Graham based on age and overall. John Graham out of Illinois. Shout out to the Christ Witch, a.k.a. Chris Twitch, for the follow. What do you use for the speed threshold? I put it on 0, yeah. Let's see. Right guard. Start off with Gabriel Urban out of Stanford. Normal dev. For one Gabriel Urban. And the backup, if not the starter. Oh boy. This isn't looking too good. I mean, Kurt Turner, based on age and overall, I mean, at that point, it doesn't matter if one of the 260s have a dev pattern, really. Welcome in Kurt Turner. What does UDFA franchise mean? We only add players that were undrafted free agents. No trades, no major free agent signings. Let's go for Max Harrington at right tackle. The former Sooner. 66 overall at 22 is not bad. And then Thomas Hawk, man, the right tackles. Whew. The right tackles, though. Gotta decide, too, if I'm allowed to move players. We have Thomas Hawkins. Man, the right tackles were damn good. Yeah, if we decide, like, you can't move players. Why the hell are there so many good right tackles? Jesus. It's Quan Nelson. That guy's a monster. 6'7", 337. Jose Batista. The bat flipping legend, 6'8", 323. Holy shit. I mean, obviously it's realistic to be able to move linemen over. We got Mike York, 21 and a 64. Jesus. Jesus. A lot of good linemen. Even if we sign like Quan Nelson, there were so many good linemen. At least at right tackle. Not anything beyond normal dev, but man, compared to the center position, right tackle was loaded. And then Casey Ellington out of Boston College. We'll sign you for the moment as well. So the O-line's not looking that bad. Defensively, we start off left end Doug Brooks and then probably Deontay Walker. Probably not worth looking at the bottom too. So let's take a look at Doug Brooks at a TCU. Normal dev for him, unfortunately. Again, we did get a couple wide receivers and a running back with star dev. We also got Deontay Walker out of FIU. Normal dev for him. That's okay. It's all right. On the right side first, we have Matt Wheeler. We got some other options here. Let's go for Matt Wheeler out of Bama. Normal dev for him as well. It's normal player. Best player, we don't know yet. I mean, we haven't finished looking at players, so. Davian Kelly out of East Carolina. Normal dev there. And Bradley, let's go for Bradley Donald, Virginia Tech. All right. No promising linemen. What team? We started off with the Chargers. We wanted to be in the AFC. Defensive tackle. We start off with Andrew McKenzie out of North Carolina. Nothing crazy there. Will there be any UDFA kickers and punters? I'd imagine so. Nigel Carmichael out of Houston. Also not that great. Also not that great. And then the last option, it can't be Hinton. It might as well be the 21-year-old Avery Searcy. Based on age and overall. Avery Searcy, normal dev for the former Texas Tech option. We go to linebackers. We start off very, very weak. Yikes. All right, well, based on age and overall, Darren Grimes out of Bowling Green State. Normal dev for him. Big boy, though. 6'5", 250. We can also look at one of these two, if not both of them. Vernon Foreman out of Virginia Tech. Oh, man, defense has been rough so far for Season 1. And Dion Wall out of Alabama. Normal dev for him, too. So, yeah, not a great start. Not a great start there. Middle linebacker, Mike Newkirk. 67 overall out of the gates. That's pretty good. Normal dev. Mike Newkirk. Not looking that bad. We also have Addison Burke. Normal dev out of Florida. Is it no draft picks ever? Correct. All right, so obviously we could look at Griffith. I mean, he's a little bit better than the... Yeah, it's going to just be Griffith. Like I said, there might technically be some people that are star dev, but it's just so annoying to have to look at everybody. So we'll leave it up to some chance. You know? Because otherwise, it's like I'm looking at Becton and Picard, and is what it is. On the right... All right, Philip Palmer out of USC. Not looking that great. Barzy roster's not set so far. Couple of wideouts and a running back. Let's see, Carlos Gills out of Oregon. We have yet to find a defensive player with star dev. So it could be a rough beginning for the defense. Alfonso Johnson will be the last one that we look at. Normal dev out of Washington State. We go to the secondary then. See if we have any good corners. Corners is normally a kind position in this challenge. We start off with Dylan Sharp out of Georgia. Normal dev. I'm going to jinx it, too, by saying it's normally pretty nice to us. But, you know. Brian Agnew out of Washington. Still normal dev. That's okay. That's okay. Then there was a 21-year-old, Vernon Bowens, out of Florida. Yes! There we go. 21 years old as well. A lot of time to build up the corner, Vernon Bowens. There we go. We got one. We got one. We got one. Thank God. Couple of 23-year-olds that are half decent. There's a 22 and a 66 Darren Sapp out of Oklahoma State. Normal dev for him. All right. And then 23 and a 67 Duke Cameron. Also out of Oregon. We'll sign him up. Oh, goodness. And then there was one other. Yeah, this guy here, Deshaun Richardson, in terms of a 67 overall. Normal dev, too. Gotta waste your picks somehow. We just trade all of them for future picks and then just keep trading. So, again, one of these guys might be half decent, but we're going to forego looking at them just for the sake of time. And then Tevin Childs. Just because he's a 21-year-old. All right, yeah. It's always worth checking out the youngest options available because obviously you get more dev time with them. Unless they're overall super low. At safety. Not a great start. Torian Kennard. Michigan State. Torian Kennard at a Michigan State. Nothing special, at least out of the gates. And then Kendrick Coleman is also here. Another normal dev option. Coco on the raid. Coco, you handsome devil. How the heck are you? I hope you've been well, my friend. I hope you've been well. How's NFL? So far, so good, man. So far, so good. I really enjoy franchise. Sydney McIntosh out of Oklahoma. Still, 22 out of 67. You know, overall, it's not that bad. Coco, what were you up to tonight? I never know what the hell you're going to be playing on a day-to-day basis. It's awesome. Daquan Way out of San Diego State. Normal dev. Coco, when are you moving a football team to Japan? You can do that now. Let's also look at Evan Barrington. Normal dev out of San Diego State. All right, nothing too crazy there. Madden franchise did token. Well, there you go. I got my answer. You're already doing it. Perfect. Let's look at Antoine Elliott as well here really quickly. Normal dev. Tokyo Dragons. Who'd you relocate? All right, we get to kickers. 23 and a 75 overall. Greg Westbrook. Washington. That's fair. All right, Greg Westbrook. Yeah! Star dev kicker out of the gates. Greg Westbrook. Let's go. We got a star dev kicker to build around already. Let's fucking go. We're not allowed to trade either, Wolf. It's literally what I've done right now. This is the only way I can add play. George Washington. Don't make me choose between a star dev kicker and George Washington. No. Oh, so Coco, we have taken the Chargers and moved them to Utah. Fucking George Washington. Son of a bitch. Give him the number 1. Or 76. Oh, God. All right, and then for punters. For punters. We start off Luke Bradford. Normal dev for him. Normal dev, the guy from the quarter. Tremendous. There's Paul Teague. Mississippi Valley State, excuse me. Of Ohio. And then we'll look at Martin Hansen out of Arkansas. also normal dev. So we'll give ourselves a couple of options. Draft class strength is at its default. I might adjust it further. So we were able to get players, of course, for every position but fullback. Let's take a look at what the hell the finalized version of this roster is going to be. So, again, at quarterback, we did not get much. It is Jamie Hughes, Matthew Thomas, and Lionel Rose. None of them are above normal dev. Hughes right now, he's the guy that we're looking at to hopefully be someone who can break out. At running back, obviously, we still have to get rid of some of the veterans that we inherited. Honestly, really quickly, I should just go and auto-upgrade everybody, because we're going to have a lot of points from last year, and every player I go to cut, it's going to say, hey, here's the upgrade point. So let me do that really quickly, as we currently have 110 players on our roster. Not for much longer. All right, let's auto-upgrade everybody there. Beautiful. All right, let's get back. Oh, to setting up this roster. We're already down to an 83 overall team, and it's about to get a hell of a lot worse. Hell of a lot worse. So at running back, we got to get rid of Max Borgi. The Borgi. Sorry, Max, you are off the team. Anybody else? We got to get rid of Sir Roderick Thompson. That name just... It's not Sir Roderick, just Sir Roderick. Amazing. And then Elijah Dotson also has to go. Not allowed on our team. See you later, Elijah. So at running back, again, we had these four to start. If I'm not mistaken, it was Isaiah Foster who had the dev pattern. Indeed. So Isaiah Foster, it sucks that he's 23, but he is going to be that first person that we get rid of. And then honestly, we have to make a decision between Roderick and Malcolm Ward, or not, because I don't have a fullback, so one of them can count as a fullback. We'll keep them both. Technically, we have a fullback in the form of Xander Horvath, but we got to get rid of him too. And again, the only reason why I'm doing the cuts from this screen is just because it showcases what the roster looks like in general right now. So wide receiver, we got to get rid of Mike Williams. Again, if there are any Chargers fans watching, I'm so sorry to just be massacring your team. But it had to be done. Keenan Allen. Always fun to cut an X-Factor wide receiver, isn't it? See you later, Keenan. Yikes. See you later, see you later. Josh Palmer, you're also gone. We'll see where a lot of these guys end up, of course. Quentin Johnston, also gone. The team logo is fitting. Fair. Slicing and dicing the Chargers. Darius Davis, you also need to go. Not allowed to keep you, Darius. Not allowed. And from there, Jordan Veazey has to go as well. So the two primary wide receivers that we were fans of was Venzel Beasley, and then Keegan Barkley, if I'm not mistaken, was the other one with a dev pattern. Indeed he was. So those are going to be our two primary focuses at wideout. And again, from there, it's just someone like Daniel Northcutt's just not going to make it. Like, we could practice squad him. We could technically practice squad him. I mean, that's an argument, too, is all, like, the super young players, just put them on the practice squad. Maybe we should go back through. Let me just double check the free agent list really quickly. Now that I think about it, we can... Obviously, like, they won't get a dev pattern increase, but it could be worth it for player development for the super young guys. Like, they still get some overall points, and then at 22, we bring them up to the main squad. And there's only 2 other 21-year-olds, apparently. Really? I have to reorganize this every time? Yes, I do. I was going to say. There's no way that was correct. So this running back here, Felix Mitchell. We will go ahead and sign him and get him on the practice squad. We are the Chargers that were relocated to Salt Lake City. We'll also bring in Kendrick Sharp. And again, if magically any of these guys have a dev pattern, then cool. We can change course and have them be a starter. Crash Andrews. You handsome devil. How's your handsome face? And again, 21, because that way, once they end up on the roster, they can be 22, still have the dev time. Josh Durant, out of Oregon. Still normal dev. That's okay. That is okay. Muted, by the way. What's going on? Good to see you. How you been? I think I saw on Twitter you started a new job, or that's coming up. 2 younger defensive tackles. Marcus Crothers, out of Kansas State. Practice squad him if we have the space. And then Trent Swan, out of Troy. Still nothing special. Got myself a promotion. Oh, that's what it was then. Fair enough. Congratulations, by the way. I'm doing good. No complaints. Well, I have complaints about this game and how much time it takes me to do this really fun idea. But, you know, what are you going to do? We'll bring in Tevin Childs, Southern Illinois. Make sure to draft the guy at BBU. His name is David Coco. How many games will we win? 0. We might win 1 because we do have some half-decent options, but yeah. Poggy came back. He knows who I am. Oh, crashing. When you get in a picture with him? You already did, didn't you? Get another one. Go out to dinner. Hey, you might be muted. I won't complain about that, having you hang around here. You're always a welcome presence. All right. So wide receivers. Good there for the moment. Tight end, Donald Parham Jr. Time for you to get released. We will have a prediction up for over-under in terms of wins. So, Trey McKitty. How the fuck how do you end up with the last name, the surname of McKitty? Like, who along the lines just decided, you know what, our last name? McKitty. It was probably like McKenty once upon a time, and they came over from Ireland or something, but like, what the hell? So Cole Giles, Brooks, and then we got to get rid of Stone Smart, which is a shame. 2 T's. But yeah, the tight end position, not outstanding. And actually, I can mark down what I want our depth chart to be here, because the AI might change it. So we want Hughes, Thomas, and then Rose. Running backs. Again, we want it to be Foster. And then probably Randolph and Ward. And we can drop Riddick and Mitchell to the practice squad if we chose to. Actually, in fairness, 72 strength for Mitchell. We'll practice squad Riddick and... No, we will practice squad both of them. I'm sure it'll play a tight end at fullback. And then again, wideouts, we have Beasley and Barkley. And then we would want Phillips, Evans, and Fox. So we'd have Hancock going to the practice squad, along with Northcutt and Sharp. Tight end, we're good. But based on age, we would want Brooks to be the starter, then Giles, and then Knowles. Just because obviously Brooks is a year younger, same overall. Left tackle, Rashawn Slater, you gotta go. You gotta go. As we continue to just butcher this Chargers team. We can also get rid of Brandon Kipper. Goodbye, Mr. Kipper. So at left tackle, indeed, muted, indeed. Left tackle, we're definitely going to want Dominguez and Paxton as the backup. I think I'm not going to move players. I think I'm just going to leave them, man. I know there was a lot of right tackles, but I feel like it'll put us into a slightly more difficult situation. Not sure if it's a tough spot. And then Jordan McFadden's got to go too. By Mr. McFadden, because there were a lot of really good right tackles, which was stupid. So left guard is going to be Rosenberg and then Campbell, in terms of the depth chart. I kind of like the idea at like center. It's like, oh god, they're terrible. And it would be West as the starter and then Graham. Right guard, we got to get rid of the starters. For watching the Cardinals, I missed the overalls already. Fair. For watching the overalls, I missed the Cardinals already. I mixed that totally up, didn't I? Brendan James, you gotta go. You gotta go, you gotta go. Be gone. We'll have Urban as the starter here, and then Turner. And then right tackle, Mr. Pipkins, you gotta go. I hit the wrong button because there was a restructure option. I'm not used to that. The muscle memory. The muscle memory was too damn strong. Lumberjacks have good overalls, just nothing to do with football. Fair. Mr. Pipkins. Again, you gotta go. Bye-bye. So we can keep Harrington. All right. So yeah, again, like there's just so many friggin' people here. Jesus. I think right tackle, we'd go with Harrington. And we'd go with Nelson. And then practice squad, York and Durant. So we'll let go of these other guys. Yes, they could play in other positions, but I don't really feel like moving people this time. I don't know why. I don't know why. Jose Bautista. I hate to do it. But Batista's gotta go. And then again, KC Ellington. You love pain, that's why. Apparently. KC Ellington. Signed and cut. Defensive end, Sebastian Joseph Day. You need he walks alone. Mr. Day, you gotta go. You gotta go. And Mr. Kando. There's a wrestling joke to be made there. Alright, so left tackle, or not left tackle, excuse me, left end. It could be either. Neither had a crazy ability. But the higher overall does appear to be Brooks. Walker's is artificially boosted. On the right edge, Morgan Fox, you gotta go. Muted, yeah, so we can get rid of the draft picks faster, which is nice. There are some spots we can save time, and others where we still can't save as much time as we fucking would like. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's mutt packs for people to open. That's what they care about. The starter here. God, who should it be? Matt Wheeler's a 6'5" beast. The awareness goes to Wheeler. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to give Wheeler the tie break here just because he's huge. And then defensive tackle. I cannot possibly say your name or be mature enough to say your name. I just can't. Mr. Penasini. Otito Ogbonna. You got to go too. You got to go. Glad chat's just as mature as I am. Josiah Bronson. John Penis. All right. Defensive tackle. It will be McKenzie, then Carmichael and Searcy, with Crothers and Swain off to the practice squad. Tooley, we got to get ready, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tooley. All right. So linebacker here, obviously Grimes is the starter. And then it can be Foreman or Wall. It doesn't matter. Did we sign 3 right outside linebackers? We did. Honestly, Dion Wall can go. We got the depth on the other side. Sorry, Dion, you're out of here. But let it be known, you were technically on a roster for 20 minutes. Middle linebacker, Eric Kendricks. You gotta go. You gotta go. I keep forgetting he's on the Chargers. That's the Wall, brother. God, you're right. I should have kept him. I should have kept him. I should have. I'm the worst. Mr. Henley, you also have to go. And again, obviously, this first setup of the roster is the longest it's ever going to take. But it makes the pain worth it. Nick Neiman, the nematode. He's got to go. He's got to go. And then Amen Ogbongbemiga. You just got to sound it out. Would not want to be the person who has to stitch that name onto the back of a jersey. So middle linebacker is Newkirk, Burke, and then Griffith. And then on the right, we got to get rid of Khalil Mack. Sorry, Mr. Mack, but you're out of here. Sure, someone will sign you. We also got to get rid of Chris Rump. The Rumpf. Rumpf. Tight spot. We're in the slow beginning stages here. Gills will be the starter, then Johnson, and then Palmer, based on ages. Corner, J.C. Jackson. You gotta go. Ah, the restructure. The restructure keeps getting me. Balls and wieners. J.C. Jackson, you gotta go. You gotta go. Tight spot, we did not. No. And again, we will be clearing the cap penalties, because otherwise, Jesus Christ. Asante Samuel Jr. You have to go. Tell your dad to stop complaining on Twitter. Mr. Taylor, you have to go as well. I do wonder if having the whole free agent thing, I do wonder just how bad of a cap situation we could end up in. Brandon Eccles, you also have to go. Gotta go. Dylan Sharp gets to stay. Who was the corner? We did get a corner with an ability. Leonard's got to go. It was Bowens, wasn't it? Obviously, I can check on the adjust lineup screen, or the trade screen. Was it him or Duke Cameron that had the ability? I also got to get rid of Sean Jolly. Does anybody recall who the corner was with the ability? I was slacking and didn't write the name down. Got to get rid of Sean Jolly. And from there, good. It is all rookies. Was it Bowens? It was Bowens. Okay, he is our number 1 corner. Is Vernon Bowens. Is there a floor in the NFL? No. So outside of that, we're looking at Sharp, Agnew, Cameron. Ooh. Cameron or Richardson, we got to make a choice. And then we probably want Darren Sapp on the team. We got to make a choice here. They're both pretty damn even. We'll go with the guy that's got a bit more size in Richardson. And then Sap can stay on the team. Childs is off to the practice squad. Let's get rid of Duke Cameron. Sorry, Duke, I'm being heightest. The difference between 5'11 and 6 foot is getting cut off of an NHL, an NFL roster and an NHL roster, let's be honest. Did I not sign fullbacks? What? I guess it didn't sign the fullbacks I wanted because the roster was probably full. Which means, uh-oh. Would the kickers have disappeared too? I'm a little bit concerned that the safeties and the kickers might have disappeared forever. Unless it automatically puts them on the practice squad because they are not here. Uh-oh. Did we get screwed out of a good kicker? Yep. Because our kicker's not there. Uh-oh. Are they going to show up on the practice squad now that we finally cut every Charger off of this team? Uh-oh. Hate to tell you guys, I think George Washington just fucking disappeared. Uh-oh. There wasn't anybody phenomenal at safety. Oh, yeah, those other yeah, they're gone right now. Okay, well, lesson learned because we just got screwed. Be careful to not have too many people on the roster with the initial setup. That sucks. We didn't remove enough players before we started adding. That sets us back a little bit. That kind of sucks, man. That was a, what, 23-year-old, 75 overall star kicker? And then George Washington. That's some tough talent to lose. Shit. Ah, oh, it's such a dumb mistake, too. But a learning experience for anybody that tries this challenge themselves. Make sure to not make a dumb mistake. So we're going to go with probably Bryson Kaufman as our kicker instead. Unless those other two fucking... Oh, God, though. Did I just fuck up the roster permanently? Isn't that what happened before? Is they're there, but they're not? So it permanently affects how many people I might have just fucked up this whole franchise. We might have to restart this. There is a chance I just fucked up the whole thing. I haven't done this in a year. And now I recall a certain glitch that was in the game that might still be in the game. Hold on. It's showing us with 73 players on our roster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it goes in sevens. So 1 with Newkirk. 2 with Burke. 3 with Sapp. 4 with Paxton. 5 with Johnson. 6 with Brooks. 7 with Giles. 8 with Durant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It shows us with 73 men on the roster, but there's only 62 listed. I think I broke it. Fuck. I think I broke it. Fuck. No, I don't want to hit new league. We had a good corner, a good running back, 2 good wideouts. I think I broke it. I broke it. The reason why that's a problem, unless we sim a week and forego our first training camp. Fuck. That's not good. That's not good at all. The only thing I can think to do, it sucks to have, I don't want to have to forego the first training camp. I fucking broke it. No. No. I'm gonna see if I can salvage it, but there is a chance that we fucking broke this.